Welcome to our quick guide to reverb. Let's dive in. Put simply, reverb, short for reverberation, is what's left over after a sound has stopped. If you've ever played your instrument in a concert hall or a tiled room and noticed that it sounds different from your bedroom or practice space at home, reverb is the reason why. In a room, sound waves bounce off the walls, the ceiling, the floor, and any objects in the room to create the auditory environment. This auditory environment is dependent on a variety of factors, including the dimensions of your room, the materials of the surfaces in your room, and the location of your sound source within the room. Your DAW includes reverbs that allow you to model the acoustics of grand concert halls, churches, plates, rooms, springs, and entirely unique, otherworldly spaces. Reverb is typically applied in one of two ways, as an insert or in parallel. Applying reverb as an insert is simple and most often used by beginners. Just add a reverb to your track and use the wet-dry balance to determine how much reverb you'd like. More advanced users tend to set up their reverbs in parallel. Using the sends in your DAW's mixer, you can direct any number of tracks into an auxiliary track and place your reverb on it. Use the volume of the send output to determine how much reverb you would like. This has many advantages, as it lets you send multiple instruments to the same reverb to create the sense that they're in the same room together, and makes it easier to adjust the amount of reverb in your sound without affecting the volume of your original signal. All this while using less of your computer's processing power. It's important to make sure that the wet-dry balance of your reverb plugin is set to 100% wet. After adjusting the balance of our reverb and our original input signal, there are plenty of other parameters that we can use to change the character of our reverb. The setting that will make the most difference to our sound is the algorithm. This determines what our reverb will emulate, whether that's a real space, like a hall, a room, or a chamber, or a device, like a plate or a spring. After we've decided on an algorithm that we like, we can use the tail length parameter to determine how long we'd like our reverb to last. Next, let's look at early reflections. While the tail length has some effect on how large our reverb feels, our brains use the initial reflections of sound off the walls to determine what kind of space we're in. Spreading out the timing of these early reflections will make our space seem larger, while pushing them closer together will make our space feel more compact. For even more control, you can balance the relative volume of your reverb's tail and early reflections to create the sense that you're very close to something, or in an otherworldly space. Exploring these parameters can help build the depth and emotion of your compositions. Whether you're programming orchestral instruments or crafting electronic beats, reverb is an integral tool to help establish your soundscape and create the world of your composition. In future episodes, we'll discuss even more ways that you can use space in your compositions. Thanks for watching, and happy composing.